Now, you had mentioned to me in the past that ThirdCoast was in this position before, where they lost the first game, and then they ended up winning the next 3 straight.
Yeah, we watched that series earlier tonight against Less is More.
Did they do this before prior as well?
No,
okay.
I don't think so. Just
okay,
tonight.
I thought you were referencing something prior. But yes, they did do that before. But granted, though, I feel like this is I don't want to take anything away from Less is More, but I feel like this is a much stronger team as far as where they need to be. Offensively and defensively. Less is More was a much more defensive-friendly team than they were offensive. Ooh. But nevertheless, though, Nutrigrain opening things up nicely here, managing to get a hit on Felons as he's opting to go for the flank, finding someone over there, dodging 2 rockets. Nice stuff. Seeing him coming through the tunnel here as Nutrigrain's going to opt to go around, getting stuck on a wall. That's not going to be a good look for him. He's going to get pegged by Rocket, and there's going to be one coming from behind. He needs to be careful with the cross here. The goal cannot be captured. He captures the goal with 2 people surrounding him.
So gross. That's just the dirtiest way, yeah. Dirtiest way to cap, unless you have 3 defenders still standing. But that was just, man, that's crazy. So
doing the dance of death.
Starting off with a lovely attacking round. Felon's going to try to answer for that as quick as he can. He is the leadoff attacker for ThirdCoast. He's had a pretty hot hand recently in these last couple of games. He might be able to, have a repeat performance, but Hot Mustard actually had, his hot round as well back on the castle. So we'll see if any of the ThirdCoast guys can make up for what they just let happen with Nutrigrain.
Yep, and Felons here, chopping around to the right side.
Approaching the green.
Approaching the green. 13 seconds on the clock. He has to do something. But Felons, though, finding that they are going to be sending some rockets in the back. Felons taking out Pluxy as he's going to go down because he was playing that. Whoa! Felons with the shot on poor Billy. And now it is going to be up to the last man standing, Nutrigrain, who had a great attacking round. But it's going to be up to the ace here, 4-3C. Let's see if he's going to be able to do something here. Shots being fired all over the place. Get on the cap, buddy.
He did it. If you notice that very last second, Nutrigrain shot a rocket at his feet to try and knock him off the cap, but he ended up shooting himself backwards.
Yeah.
Because he hit the pole instead. But that happens, and we've already got 2 attacking rounds to get us started, and both times the goal was capped instead of the 3 lasers happening. So poor Billy, maybe he can be the first one to actually shoot everybody rather than having to sneak on.
Hey man, a W is a W,
That's
bro.
True.
That's it. And the other thing to keep in mind here as well is that a lot of times you see these people going in for the kill, right? Like that's more important to them than capturing the zone. Oftentimes, yes, you are forced into a position where you have to go and, I guess go for the kill or something like that. But the way that I'm looking at it is like this. Wow, 47-meter hit. That is a long-range shot there. Oh, and another 20-meter hit. He's only going to have 1 health left, as it is going to be poor Billy versus Pop Trunk. Let's see if he's going to do something here, as poor Billy's trying to see if he can get a shot through the cracks. Lasers flying, rockets whizzing. This is absolutely intense, as he is only going to have 5 seconds left on the clock to do something here. Poor Billy opting to go around, needs to go for the kill at this point, and he is going to go on the target and gets taken out.
Man, that's tough. So you notice he was trying to shoot through the fence there. Lasers can get through, rockets can't. It's a decent decision to try and make that work. But
I think he
took
way too much time.
Exactly. So he, instead of hopping on the cap, it's also scary because you got 1 armor. You're jumping down. That's a predictable fall pattern that you've got there. You can't really control your movement very much while you're falling. So he knew that if he jumps off of that bridge, he was most likely going to get taken out by one of, Pop Trunk's 4 rockets that he had available. But if he looped around to the side, it did give him a little bit of an option, but I think he needed to loop around just a little bit earlier.
Yep, and Hot Mustard here, waiting to see if someone's going to pop out of that cubby, knowing someone's by the rocket, so that's already a given. But Hot Mustard instead opting to go in through the cubby, knowing someone could be behind the wall there. Yes, he was. That was going to be poor Billy, and poor Billy is now going to be in an awkward position as he's going to try and poke out here and throw some rockets. Hot Mustard could have picked them off if he was patient, but because he was strafing around so much, that was that. 2 guys going to be by the goal. Hot Mustard's going to go in, try and get the capture.
So close.
Oh my God.
That was way closer than I thought he would have a chance. Yeah. With 3 defenders standing, if he had gotten it, that would have been the new dirtiest way to actually
that would have been
around.
A flop.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah.
That could have been a flop there because you do not let a guy run in there and cap it with 3 guys
in your
up.
faces, yeah.
In your faces. But that was a very good plan, though, because evidently what he wanted to do was just catch him by surprise. He ran in there, and you saw Pluxy was like, whoa, 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 you know, trying to move around. And instead there, he actually is now like, whoa, I just got pegged.
That was a super long-range shot from Hot Mustard playing the very back there. Pluxy just poked his head up at the wrong time. No one in the cubby because we do have Hot Mustard playing the flank sort of situation. Ooh. But wow, he was not juking very well. He kind of just ran backwards, and that moonwalking did not help out for that. Pluxy still has 2 defenders to get through, though, if he's going to try and take this attacking round.
Yep, but he has 2 armor, though. He is going to be able to get 1. Now it's going to be a 1v1 with 1 armor remaining, as the goal is now going to be live. And could Pluxy do this? Could he clutch it again, as he did before? Never mind. Pop Trunk with the stop on Pluxy.
So, unfortunately, Pluxy cannot make it happen for SpinMove in this map. Collided. He will have another attack chance if we stay in this stalemate. But at the moment, Pop Trunk is going to be, batting cleanup here for ThirdCoast. Hot Mustard barely missed out, or was that Felons actually that attacked in early? It must have been Hot Mustard. Either way, Pop Trunk needs to get this attacking round. Right now we're at the stalemate again with 1 attacking round apiece. Look at all those spam rockets. You don't even have to show yourself. That cubby is such a great defensive position, and Pop Trunk knows it. He's going to have to go in there, though, if he's going to find that defender.
Yep, and he knew he was there. He's using the sound effects to his advantage almost, trying to scare poor Billy because you can hear the guy jumping around him, and poor Billy was like, oh, time to spam, and that is what he did, but he did not connect with anything there. Pop Trunk, though, I think he might try and opt to do the same thing that his teammate tried to do, but it seems like, never mind, he is going to be able to get 1 hit off, dodging the rockets as they're coming, whizzing by his head, and he is going to be moving in here, and he gets rushed down by Pluxy. And that's what he does, man. When Pluxy's hot and he's like, you know what, man, I know I got this guy, he just goes forward and shoots.
Anytime a laser is missed and you know that charge is coming, Pluxy just hops on him and doesn't let go. Nutrigrain attacking now for SpinMove, and there he did a little spin move. He's just an entertainer. That's all he wants to do.
He really is.
Entertain. But I do want to mention, Nutrigrain attacking in here again. He did not, or did he? Yeah, he did lead off. That's right. He started off with a really good attacking round, but he did cap the point without eliminating everybody. Still, nobody's been able to do that. He's off to a good start with 3 armor against 2 defenders here, but still kind of a tough position. He's between the defenders and the goal, so he knows they have to come to him. They only have 10 more seconds to get over there. I think both of them are trying to sneak back around. Someone could come behind. There is actually a way
left side
to hop behind. Yeah, there. Oh my goodness, but that shot was just so clean. He's going to stand on the cap. This is no risk here for him. Man, good attacking round again for Nutrigrain.
Nutrigrain putting 2 on the board.
Yeah, and I was saying ThirdCoast did come from behind earlier on. They were down a map to less is more and came back to win 3 straight. Felons this time, of course, wants to try and repeat that performance. He does not want to let SpinMove just take the finals without much of a fight. So sitting at 1-1, he wants to definitely push this to a game 4 at least. But we'll see. I guess they have to go to a game 4. As someone can only be up 2-1 after this map. Anyway, he wants to go to a game 5. Force that game 5.
Force that game 5, baby.
Actually, he doesn't want to force a game 5 either.
No, you want to force a game 4. Well, obviously it's going to happen anyway, but you want to get that.
He wants to win on game 4, though.
We're just rambling here.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit delirious. I've been casting quite a few hours
has been
today.
Actually working, and I've been sitting around waiting for a computer to install.
Did you have any ice cream today?
I did not have ice cream.
Oh, wow.
Which you know what? Because we had fried chicken.
Oh, that's right.
And that was pretty bad.
Did you have a waffle with that fried chicken?
Yes, I did have a waffle with that fried chicken.
Delicious. Felons getting rushed down by Nutrigrain and poor Billy there. And actually, it looks like SpinMove is poised to take the map. Poor Billy, 3 lasers away from getting into game 4 with a 2-1 lead.
Or 1 dance of death.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That's all you need.
A second and a half or 3 lasers. That's it.
Do it up. As we do see here that poor Billy is avoiding those spam rockets. But you know what? They're really well timed here. because they were predicting that he was going to rush right in. He did that before. He actually did rush right in before, but he misses a jump, it looks like, instead opting to move to the left side, try and see if that person on the left was going to rush. Never mind, he didn't. Expect someone in the cubby, as poor Billy's not going to be making his way around here, and there is going to be someone by the goal. Nice shot by poor Billy, waiting for this person by the flank. Oh my god, poor Billy, you are a freaking animal.
And that's it.
Just are you kidding me?
That's the map, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Really good shots so far. I mean,
3 shots.
3 shots, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down. That happens from time to time. I've done that before.
Oh, please.
And no, but let me
Just
finish.
go
I've done that before, and I hit the first shot, and I was like, oh, all right, okay, let's, we're started now. I'll get focused. And you hit the next one, you're like, how am I doing this? Okay, third shot usually happens like right at the goal, but it's like, all right, I'm the best player in the world, I guess, because I just hit three shots and 3 down.
The reason why I said, oh, please, Josh, because he likes to gloat.
Yeah,
okay.
I only like to gloat over people that I've beaten already. So like you, for example.
Really?
So there's some.
Get me a controller. We'll be good to go.
I'm trying to remember. We're not even going to take a break. They're just going to vote to the next map. We just want to get through these games now, as we're up 2-1 now for SpinMove.
Yep.